All right. We are back for another episode, and this time we are in Baku. And if you told me at this stage in the season we would have 53 points, I would have bit your arm off. This is unbelievable. What a start to the season we have had. Kevin Magnussen basically carrying us. That one performance in Miami. We're going to come back to that a lot this season because it was a 30-point haul, and without that we would only be at 23 points and we'd be down in P7. But instead we're fighting for P4 with Alfa Romeo, Alpine, potentially AlphaTauri, and I'm not sure about McLaren. I don't think there'll be a big problem for us this year. It has been a while since I played. It's been a couple of days, so I'm going to have a look through and see what there is to upgrade. And there is a new update that has come out, so hopefully we can see some of those updates and basically stabilizes the game a bit more and improves. And I'm sure they'll be continuing to update the game. So we still can't start a new project. We have a look at our current project. We've got the underfloor coming in 8 days. So I think Baku's in 8 days. So the underfloor comes in literally right when Baku happens, but obviously we won't have any of that design. So the race after Baku, which is, I can't quite remember what it is. I'm not sure if it's Canada. I can't remember. But the race after Baku, we are going to have a new floor to help us out, and we were able to start another research. We've got the chassis manufacturing still coming in. But so we'll wait until that comes in 8 days, and then we'll focus on that. Anything to do with the facilities, we do have a lot of money spent. I feel like we've got way too much money. It's not really like we have to manage it at all. We could just keep spending and buying stuff. That's what it seems like. But let's get a new wind tunnel. Why not? I mean, we've got so much money to play with. We've still got another 18 million. I feel like I want to get more. So, you know what? We'll get a new... Let's get a new... let's go design center. Sure. I mean, we've got enough money. Let's get another one. It feels like we've got unlimited money at this rate. So, we'll just keep buying new stuff. Let's have a look. We got the underfloor. Let's go to... Let's change... Let's see the difference. So you got the new one over here. If you have a look, it would have been kind of nice to have for this race because it does do upgrades that we need. But you can see that on the percentage on the right for the low speed and medium speed down here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I think my head's in the way. But you can see for at least the low speed and the medium speed, it's got a big upgrade. And also for the high speed as well, it does. It's been a nice upgrade to have. If you have a look at show the rank on the grid, you can see the difference that it makes. Look at that. That'll be a huge, huge difference. So that'll be nice to have for the next race. And, oh, there's also this as well. Low speed corners will be third with this upgrade. So this is going to be an upgrade that we want to manufacture. We want to get in as soon as possible. When is the next race after? If we can see when the next race is, we can try and make sure both of them are in. It is Canada, so hopefully both of them are in for Canada. So let's have a look at the calendar. It's next week. So the Canadian Grand Prix will be right after this one. Let's see if we can get the parts in just in time. So what is it? It's the underfloor that we've got. Manufacture. If we get 2 of those, that comes in 13 days. I'm not sure we'll be able to get both of them. No need to do emergency. Alright, we'll get 1 in for next week in Canada, but unfortunately we won't be able to get 2 in. I'm going to get quite a few of these because we are not going to upgrade the underfloor again this season, or it's very unlikely that we will. So we'll get 2 of those, and we are down to 7 million, so we do have to be a bit more cautious, but I'm sure we'll get a lot more after this race, especially if we reach the targets that we expect. I'm not sure how we're going to do in this Grand Prix. So we're actually going to send Schumacher out on a new set, but keep Kevin Magnussen on a used set. I think K-Mag will be able to go through on a used set. Mick Schumacher, on the other hand, no, I think definitely needs a new set to help him get through. We are at the very back, but we should be able to get around the track and start our laps in time. We're going to find out right here. Yep. So we'll have quite a bit of time to spare. Let's see what Mick Schumacher and Kevin Magnussen can do. It looks like K-Mag's almost pushing Mick Schumacher through as Mick Schumacher crosses the line now. Can he put himself into Q2, or is he going to be in trouble? Mick Schumacher across the line. He cannot make it out. Mick Schumacher cannot make it out of Q1. Neither can Max Verstappen. What a weird, weird scenario. Max Verstappen is out in Q1 as well. I think that's even more weird than Mick Schumacher not making it. I don't know what happened on those final lap times. I don't know if Verstappen got held up or not. But Sergio Perez has put 2-second difference. So something must have happened to Verstappen. Maybe he made a mistake or he got held up again. Mick Schumacher is also out, which is not good for our race. So weird scenario here. Mick Schumacher out in Q1. Kevin Magnussen comfortably through. I mean, let's just get into Q2 and see if we can get K-Mag up there. But a little disappointing. Because the last thing we want is him to get knocked out because we refuse to put on a new set of tyres. So every car is coming out now. We are going to send out Kevin Magnussen as the very last one. And we're going to see what sort of time he can put in. Can he make it into Q3? I'm pretty confident he can. Looks like cars are pretty close together. Leclerc is going to get held up by Esteban Ocon right there. What could Leclerc do? He does go a little bit faster. Kevin Magnussen comes across the line. He doesn't even have to improve, but he does. Well, I don't think he did improve, actually. So, good thing his first lap stood. But Kevin Magnussen is into Q3. We've got Danny Rick, Sebastian Vettel, Tsunoda, Zhou, and Lando Norris all out, which is probably the cars that were expected to go out in that round anyway. But the big surprise still is Max Verstappen out in Q1. I mean, I think we're pushing the limits there. I think getting ahead of both Alpines, I think, is the maximum we can do in this car. At least split them. And as of right now, he is splitting the Alpines. So we want, obviously, to try and get a points finish with Kevin Magnussen. Mick Schumacher down in P16. It's going to be very hard to get that points finish. He makes it very hard for himself on race day. His qualifying has been very poor. And you can see Bottas finishes. He does go a little bit quicker, but stays P6. Ocon can't improve, so it's at least P9 for Kevin Magnussen, which is good to see indeed. Gasly goes up to P5, splitting the Mercs for now. I mean, that's some lap from Pierre Gasly. He has split the Mercs. He's going to stay P5, but as Kevin Magnussen comes up to the line down this long straight, you can see Alonso, I think he improved a little bit. We need to find a couple of attempts from Kevin Magnussen to get into the top 8. Did he do it? No, he did gain a little bit of time, but not enough. P9 for Kevin Magnussen. I think that's probably a little bit above where we expected our car to be. I think it was at P11, P12, P13 was roughly where we expected. And we got a P9 and a P16. So one overachieving and one underachieving. But we're going to go into race day and see what sort of result we can get from this. There we go. Alright, let's ride on board with Mick Schumacher to start with. He's on the soft tyres. Let's see if we can get a decent start and get ahead of a couple of cars. He is next to a Red Bull in Max Verstappen. He's actually going side by side with Max Verstappen at the very start. Kevin Magnussen already losing the position to Esteban Ocon, which is not what we need. I think he is right next to him. He is. He's going to try and go for a move back. Ocon on the soft tyres. You can see Schumacher getting a move done on Daniel Ricciardo, which is very important. We're going to go full attack mode with Mick, see if he makes a dive bomb down the Aston Martin of Sebastian Vettel. He thinks about it, but he ends up backing out. So Mick gaining one position at the start of this Grand Prix, not bad at all. Kevin Magnussen holding position for now. He's actually got ahead of Fernando Alonso. What a move that is. George Russell in P7, losing his place to Valtteri Bottas. But Kevin Magnussen doing his job, gaining a position. Well done, mate. And now we can see if Mick Schumacher can maybe gain a position or two at the end of this lap. But I think just that one position is all we're going to get for now. He's actually got past Sebastian Vettel. So great job by Mick Schumacher. I'll tell you what, we'll ride on board with him. See if he can get the McLaren down this straight. He's got the ERS. He's going full attack mode. He's got the fuel on. He's decided to go to the outside. Lando Norris is going to defend down the inside, around the outside. Goes Mick Schumacher. Can he get the move done at this corner? This would be a rare place to get the move done. I think he might get squeezed into the wall. Or is he? He's got the extra traction on those soft tyres. Mick Schumacher getting the job done. Well done, mate. Keep it up. That is just what we need. And Kevin Magnussen, he's up at a P7. He's got ahead of George Russell. So we might actually have quite the race car out here. And maybe he goes for a move on Valtteri Bottas. But I think our focus mainly is on seeing if we can get Mick Schumacher up the road. I think that's the goal. If we can get a double points finish, that'll make me more happy than a P6 or a P5 for Kevin Magnussen. We just want Mick Schumacher to be involved. We have drained a lot of ERS actually from this start. Kevin Magnussen is a lot closer to Valtteri Bottas. We're going to tell him to go attack mode, get the move done. You're going to have DRS down the next straight. Mick Schumacher, can he get the move done on Yuki Tsunoda up ahead? He's going to get DRS, but I think Tsunoda's just out that margin. So he's going to have the DRS. He might be able to get it done. Same with Kevin Magnussen down this straight. Oh, Schumacher's absolutely stormed that. Look at that. Mick Schumacher up in a P12. Great job from him. We're going to tell him, relax a little bit. But Kevin Magnussen was unable to get past Valtteri Bottas. So we're going to have both our drivers just relax a little bit. Mick Schumacher's gained a few positions, which is just what we needed at the start of this Grand Prix. Oh, we have him on deploy mode still. We forgot to change that. But, so if Mick Schumacher could just chill behind Guan Yu Zhou in P12. K-Mag's actually got up into P6. Bottas, I think, made a mistake. I'm pretty sure he did. Let's have a look. So Magnussen goes to the move. Oh, he's got DRS, so he makes the move done. And so does George Russell. So I think it's a double overtake because of the DRS. It is as well. So good overtake from Kevin Magnussen up into P6. And his race is not over. He is still in for a shout at points here. It's not over at all. Mick Schumacher is going to come into the pits. Here he is. As long as we can get a decent pit stop. He's not going to be out of this race just yet. So Mick Schumacher comes out of the pits in loads of clear air behind Guan Yu Zhou, P14, and let's see if he can get his race going a little bit. Alright, we got Magnussen in range. Okay, perfect. So Magnussen is in range to strike. He's actually struck on Valtteri Bottas and he's got the move done. So up in the P8 for Kevin Magnussen. We're actually going to watch that overtake. Haven't been able to watch too much what's happened on the track. Bit of an interesting part to get past as they went side by side. And obviously he gets the DRS for the next straight and then makes it pretty simple down there. But Kevin Magnussen, he's not done yet. He's trying to do the same move on Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri. This will be huge to get up into P7. And potentially push for a move on the Mercedes up ahead. I think it's George Russell just up ahead. Yeah, so he's closing in on George Russell. Kevin Magnussen keeps up this pace. He could be on for a P6 finish, which once again bringing the points back for Haas. Kevin Magnussen seems to be carrying our team quite a bit. He might even be able to get this move down this straight. If we put him on attack, we'll put him on attack down this main straight. He's going to have the DRS. He's going to close in quite a bit on the Mercedes, or at least he should, as you can see here. And he's going to get DRS once again down the next straight. So it's the next straight that he's probably going to be able to get the move done. We've put him on attack mode. Down here, Kevin Magnussen, DRS open. Can he get the move done on George Russell? George Russell's just got enough. He's got enough ERS to defend for now. But how long will he be able to defend for before he just has to essentially let the Haas get through? Let's have a look. Yeah, look how close they are. They're really going for it. We're going to have him back off a little bit. Just hold on to that DRS, K-Mag, and we'll tell you when to strike. We will tell you when to strike. Just relax a little bit. Just relax. Kevin Magnussen is sitting behind George Russell, putting in enough pace. No safety car this race, which is pretty crazy. I thought there was almost a guaranteed safety car here in Baku. But we are in for a potential P6. Mick Schumacher out the race. He's not going to be getting into the points, but he did do a pretty decent race to get up into P13. We do have 2 more laps to go. Verstappen's managed to get up to P4, and Valtteri Bottas is all over the gearbox of Kevin Magnussen as well, and so is Pierre Gasly. So we've got quite a few drivers in the fight for P6 here. We're still just almost sitting behind, waiting for our time to strike. We're going to harvest a little bit. I think we've harvested as much as we can this lap, to be honest. So we're just almost not using as much ERS this lap. Try and save a little bit more, but we don't want to drop out that DRS. We drop out that DRS, it is game over for us, which we have. I think I might have screwed Kevin Magnussen a bit. Oh, no, we just got back in. Stay in this DRS and we have a chance. We got 1 more lap after this one, so stay tight, K-Mag, and you can go for a move later. Is he going to get DRS? He doesn't get DRS down this straight. That's going to hurt us. That's going to really hurt us. George Russell pulling away a little bit on Kevin Magnussen. Come on, K-Mag. Get back in that DRS. I think he did get it for this straight. No, he didn't. Oh, we've lost out to Valtteri Bottas. We've lost out to Bottas. Bottas gets through. George Russell up ahead. And we're going to have a 4-way fight for P6. And we're going to go for it down the next straight. We are going to go for it down the next straight. So we're going to be patient. When the straight comes, Leclerc is about to win the Grand Prix. But we're getting ready for a last-ditch effort to make it up into P7, maybe even P6. Pierre Gasly also behind. Might be too far behind to challenge us. So let's get ready. Let's get ready for it. Come on, K-Mag. We're going to go for it down this straight. We're going to tell him, chuck on overtake. Get the move done. Kevin Magnussen, can he get past the Alfa Romeo of Valtteri Bottas and close in on George Russell up ahead? I don't think he's going to be close enough for George Russell, but he's going to go round the outside of Valtteri Bottas. Get the move done. Can he get the move done? Just about he does. So he gets past. Oh, no, he doesn't. Look at Valtteri Bottas getting past. Oh, my gosh. So Valtteri Bottas right in the gearbox of blimmin' George Russell up ahead, and we couldn't get past him. So we're going to have to be a bit more patient. And we're going to have one more roll at the dice. We've got to make sure we're right on the gearbox of Bottas coming out of that last corner to see if we can snatch it on the line. But as of right now, it's P8. And we really need to beat the Alfa Romeo for the constructors. If they beat us, that's more points closing in. Alpine are only 10th and 11th, so they're not getting many points at all. But this is, let's say, a 4-point swing between us and Alfa Romeo, because whoever... finish 8th, you get 4th. Finish 7th, you get 6th. So it's considered a 4-point swing. We are right on the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo. We get a good exit, actually, compared to Valtteri Bottas. Are we going to be able to have a go at him? Is this going to be another photo finish like Saudi Arabia? But this time around, we're going for the attack. We're trying to get the move. Valtteri Bottas is under pressure from Kevin Magnussen. Can we get the job done? We're out of ERS. We're going to have DRS open. So is Valtteri Bottas from getting close enough to George Russell ahead. We're not going to get close enough to get the move done. We were so close. But we've had to settle for P8 in Baku. And... yeah, Kevin Magnussen loved the car. We're going to get P13 with Mick Schumacher. Not the day he was hoping for. He was hoping for some points, but that's probably where our car was, to be honest. I think Kevin Magnussen's overachieved tremendously, and the team is pretty happy about that result. And it's not a bad result at all. So, we'll see. We'll move on, but P8 for Kevin Magnussen. It's a few more points in the Constructors' Championships for us. Kevin Magnussen remains in 8th place. He's basically fighting Valtteri Bottas for that P7. Look at the Constructors. And, yeah, so that gap is closed down just a little bit. 9-point difference between us and Alfa Romeo. And a 20-point comfort zone to Alpine. So, not bad at all. Mick Schumacher getting another development point, which he definitely needs. Some experience gained for Pietro Fittipaldi, as we had him take one of the... practice sessions as well. But not bad day. Another 3.5 mil in the bank as well to spend on more car parts, more facilities. Next time out though, we will be in Canada, and I believe we will have one new upgrade for one of the cars. Who are we going to put it on? Likely Kevin Magnussen, or maybe we'll feel for Mick Schumacher and see if we can put it on his car and see what he can do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.